What's going on, everybody? My name's Dave, and welcome to another exciting episode of Crypto Awesome, where crypto is simplified and awesomeness is amplified. So today, Titans, we are talking about TitanX, and it is now day 89. We have only 1 day left before this 90-day payout, so that's pretty exciting. If you look at the app.titanx.win website, you see that TitanX is at 60982. So we're finding a bottom, and we're kind of bouncing there on the bottom a little bit. Let's look over at the chart here. So this is the chart. Let's expand this. And these are the lines I drew yesterday. So it looks like this new bottom is starting to hold. So we're going to see what this looks like moving forward. But this is TitanX. We are on day 89 of the entire project. So there really isn't a lot of data in these charts yet. But a 280-day miner right now, a full-length max miner at the current prices is going to get you 151% return. You're going to invest about $479 worth of ETH, which is 0.2146 ETH. And that's going to return you approximately $1,200 if prices stay the same. But here's the kicker. You're going to be getting 1.22 billion TitanX on a single miner. Okay, this is about a fifth of an ETH. So a little bit less than a fifth of an ETH. So let's do 5 of these on batch mining, and let's do 80 power and see if that gets us to 1 ETH. No, a little less. Okay, let's do 90 power. No, let's do 95 power. Boom. We'll do 94 power. 93 power. Oh, so 94. Let's just do 94. That gives us 1 ETH, which is $2,251 right now. So if you were to invest 1 ETH in batch mining with 5 miners at 94 power, that would give you 5.7 billion TitanX. Now let's go look over here on the tools, and you go to buy TitanX on Uniswap. And I've been asked in the comments if you can buy this on any of the exchanges, and no, guys, right now this is not on any of the centralized exchanges. So the answer is yes, it's on an exchange, but this is the exchange. It's on Uniswap v3, okay? So get on Uniswap, and we're going to type in 1 ETH, and we're going to see how much TitanX that's going to give us right now. That's going to give us 2.24 billion TitanX for 1 ETH. So, guys, it's not that bad to mine, even though this is saying 151%. And look, 151% return? Are you kidding me? Even 100, now if this crashes, that could go down. But 151% return, that's a lot. I mean, who gets 151% return on their investments? People are getting 6%, 15%, 12%, and those are great returns. 30%. Guys, we're in crypto, so if you call yourself a degen, which I do not call myself a degen, I'm an investor. And please do not make any investment decisions based on these videos. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude who thinks crypto's awesome. And so just take everything with a grain of salt. This is a very experimental project. We're only on day 89. This could go to 0. It probably won't go to 0. And I'm going to tell you why I think it won't go to 0. Let's go to More tab. And let's go to Stats. The stats. Look at this. 18.23% liquid. Guys, we literally went up a whole percent of liquid in 1 day. Not even a day. I recorded those videos last night. So in like the last 12 hours, we've added a whole additional percent, because it was 17.2 or 17.4 of liquid yesterday. So people are stacking their liquid so they could get into DragonX and Hyper and TitanX Market and Helios. If you guys haven't checked out those white papers, definitely before you come into any project, read the white paper all the way through. Now, if you don't want to read the white paper, watch my videos, because I go through the entire white paper. Just put it on play, listen to the white paper at least. Make sure before you jump into a project that you know the dynamics of that project. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be going over the DragonX white paper, because I have not actually done that yet. So thank you, everybody. We are at 1.95 thousand subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Give me some comments below. The channel's growing. I got some great alpha, the TitanX market white paper here. I got the Helios white paper here. And then another update. This, I didn't really go through the entire Titan Legends white paper, which we can do at some point if you guys are interested. But for right now, I want to get into DragonX, because DragonX is literally the project right now that, okay, where am I going? The project right now that is, a lot of people are, it's the second one that was launched. So it's the second project on TitanX that's been launched besides Titan. It was the first project on TitanX that was launched. And so this is the project that I really want to jump into the white paper so you guys can understand the process of it, because it's fascinating, guys. This is all game theory. Please do not invest any money that you're not willing to lose. But go to TitanXHub.com by Mike Dean, because this is the full authoritative list of all the projects building on TitanX right now. Now, still do your own research, because Mike Dean is just putting all this stuff together for us. But what he is doing, he's giving us the actual white paper links. He's giving us all their project links. So if you want to actually go to these projects and check them out, make sure you come here first and click this link to go to these projects, because you don't want to go to a scam link, guys. You want to make sure that you're going to the real link for everything. So number 2 is DragonX, okay? Prices are here. Right now they're tied together. What we're going to do is let's actually go to the Twitter link, which is the X link for DragonX. Okay, we're there. Let's go back to Titan Hub, and we're also going to go to the website for DragonX. And then we don't need to go to the Telegram, but we are going to go to the white paper here. Nope, that's the Titan Legends white paper. How did I get that? Let's go to the TitanX, DragonX white paper. There we go. We're going to do the TitanX white paper, the Titan Legends white paper later. In fact, they just burned they burned 500 dragons, so now it's actually even a more scarce project. It's only 2388 dragons. So after 1501, they're going to release the legendary tiers, so stay tuned for that, guys. But let's jump in here real quick to the DragonX white paper. Now, before we do this, guys, come over here to Twitter or X.com and go to CryptoAwesomely and give me a subscribe. We got some great videos. You can see the full white paper here. It's kind of like an audio book for the white papers. This is the TitanX market white paper. And there's some updates. Cool little video I found, the AI video. But anyways, check out my Twitter. Give me a subscribe, or my X account. And then, there we go. Let's go here to check out the DragonX website real quick. So right now, the price is up here. We have total DragonX burned 46 billion. Current supply of DragonX is 1.4 trillion. But check this out. Staked TitanX. 3.4 trillion staked TitanX, guys. This is amazing. Which is $3.3 million US dollars staked of TitanX in DragonX. So this is a very, very cool project. Very excited about the aspects of it. If you go to the X page for DragonX, it's Team DragonX 888. So it's at Team DragonX 888. You go there to find the actual alpha, and this is going to give you the Etherscan address, so you can check it out. And it's their Twitter. So go over there, follow them. And when I search DragonX, I kind of want to run through a few things with you before we get into the white paper here. The DragonX protocol, this is by Henny Baby Crypto. The DragonX protocol has 3x more TitanX than DragonX minted. This makes owning DragonX 3 times as powerful than it was intended to be at the moment. Genesis just said, watch this. Because, yeah, the Genesis wallet just put half of the Genesis wallet into DragonX. DragonX, all supply will be minted in 84 days. All of the supply will stop minting in 84 days. KingX, all of the supply will be minted in 17 days. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So who's going to make it even faster? Stake your KingX tokens in the TitanX market protocol and grab a slice of the lucrative transaction fee profits. You only have 17 days to mint KingX tokens. We're not going to talk about KingX today. It has not released yet. DragonX has released. So I want to find a link I want to find Jake Sharp actually talking about DragonX. I don't even see that here. Here we go. Yep, this is the one, guys. Look at this. This is by Jake Sharp. So go to Jake Sharp. Follow him on Twitter as well, or X. He's the creator of TitanX.win, and he's just, got a lot of good knowledge about this kind of stuff. So check this out. There's a big misconception when it comes to DragonX. 44.5% of the ETH from rewards buy TitanX off the market and stakes it, max compounding the system. So DragonX takes their TitanX and they stake it in the TitanX pool, which did dilute me as a staker. It actually diluted me by about half, but that's okay. You know, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not in this for the price. I'm not in this for the dilution. I'm in this to see how this whole process works and also to launch my own token called the AwesomeX token, which I am putting into process right now. And I can't wait to tell you guys a little bit more about that. But 44% of the ETH from the rewards of staking DragonX buys TitanX off the market and stakes it, max compounding the system. So the ETH rewards that it gets from staking TitanX, it uses 44.5% of those ETH rewards to buy TitanX and restake TitanX. Now, the other 44.5% is where people get it wrong. It doesn't just buy DragonX and burns it. The ETH, the other 44.5%, buys TitanX first off the market, then swaps it for DragonX via the TitanX DragonX pool, and then burns the DragonX that it bought, which means it's 90% of the ETH rewards from the stakes are going towards buying TitanX straight off the market, not just 44.5%. It also doesn't create more miners with the ETH, which would cause future inflation. It just removes supply off the market with no future inflation creation. Massive net benefit to the system. Hashtag build on TitanX. So I really just wanted to show you guys that, but check out Jake Sharp on Twitter. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the DragonX white paper because I really want to kind of run through this with you guys. DragonX is a TitanX derivative. Now, TitanX is an ETH leverage play. It's a leverage play on ETH. TitanX is a leverage play on, TitanX is a leverage play on ETH. DragonX is a leverage play on TitanX. So anything getting built on DragonX is a leverage play on DragonX, which is a leverage play on TitanX, which is, it's a string. It goes down a chain. And it's just really fascinating, guys. So introduction. DragonX is a derivative on maximum length TitanX stakes. During the DragonX launch phase, users submit TitanX to the DragonX contracts. The contracts mints DragonX in return. Through the publicly callable functions, maximum length TitanX stakes are created by the contract. The Ethereum rewards from these stakes are used to buy TitanX off the market and stake it. DragonX is bought and burned off the market with a portion of the Ethereum rewards earned through TitanX stakes. This perpetuates the growth of staking rewards and increases the size of each subsequent DragonX buy and burn. The amount of TitanX in the DragonX contract will always grow, even after the launch phase is over. So the amount of TitanX in the DragonX contract, it's always going to grow, even after the launch phase is over, but the DragonX in that contract is not going to keep growing. So it is going to create an off-balance system, which means DragonX price technically, theoretically, is supposed to go up over time, comparatively to the TitanX price. So the DragonX launch phase will last 84 days. During the initial launch phase, users can submit their TitanX tokens to the DragonX contract. So we have 84 days to do so. Now, we still have about 8 days. If we go to the DragonX page, we still have 7 days here to mint at a 1-to-1 ratio. After those 7 days, between 7 days and the 84 days, we are going to have a period where it keeps getting reduced. The amount of DragonX you can mint gets reduced for the rest of the days after to 0. So 84 days, after 84 days, there's no more DragonX being minted. During the initial launch phase, users can submit their TitanX tokens to the DragonX contract. By submitting their TitanX tokens, users create their own DragonX. The DragonX tokens act as an incentive for the users to initiate the positive flywheel described in the tokenomics section of this paper. The rates for the duration of the launch are as follows. 84 days is 12 weeks. So week 1, it's 1-to-1. Week 2 is 1-to-1. then we're losing 0.05% each week until we get down to week 12, and it's actually 0.5. So it's 1 to a half. Now, it's not going to go to 0, but it will go to 0 at week 13. So it's going to go down to 1 TitanX equals 1/2 DragonX by week 12. And then after that, it's going to be 0 because you actually can't mint any more DragonX after that. So a user submits 100 TitanX in week 1, they receive 100 DragonX. A user submits 100 TitanX in week 3, they receive 95 DragonX. A user submits 100 TitanX in week 12, they would receive 50 DragonX. Okay, I just did the math on that. For every creation of DragonX by a user, an additional 8% of the DragonX incentive token is sent to the Genesis address. 8% of the TitanX submitted during the launch phase will go to the Genesis address. Okay, so we have for every creation of DragonX by the user, an additional 8% of the DragonX incentive token is sent to the DragonX Genesis address. So 8% of the DragonX is sent to Genesis, and then also 8% of the TitanX submitted during the launch phase will go to the Genesis address. All right, tokenomics. DragonX is a set of contracts on Ethereum whose main functions can be called by any user. These functions perpetuate the burning of DragonX and increase the amount of TitanX staked in the contract. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, let's come over here and let's check this out. Stake TitanX, claim ETH, buy and burn, and buy Titan. So right here, it says make sure you use the required MEV protection, but you can buy TitanX here, you can buy and burn. So we can call these functions if they're available. Now they're not available yet, but when they become available, it says there is nothing to claim right now. When it's ready to claim, we can click on one of the users come here, click on the claim, and then the user gets rewarded for clicking on that claim. Next buy and burn is in 53 minutes. So maybe we could see if I could be here for 53 minutes and do that. There's no available ETH right now. Now there will be ETH coming up here somewhere. Claim the ETH tomorrow, actually. Total claimed $324,000. 145 ETH, guys. Holy cow. That's why I got diluted. Users call functions to harvest staking rewards accrued to the contract from staked TitanX. These Ethereum rewards are distributed as follows. 44% of the Ethereum, we just talked about this, is sent to a locked contract that uses a portion of the balance to buy TitanX whenever called. 44.5% of the Ethereum is sent to a locked contract that uses a portion of the balance to buy and burn DragonX whenever called. Now, think about that, guys. That's what Jake was just saying. The buy and burn of DragonX is done through TitanX. So that other 44% also purchases TitanX and then swaps it for DragonX and then burns the DragonX. So this is buying nearly 90%, using nearly 90% of the Ethereum from staking to rebuy TitanX. 3% of the Ethereum is used in the above function calls or sent to the caller. So, okay, so if we call the function, if we get there, whoever gets there first gets there, we got to pay a little Ethereum fee, but we get 3% of the Ethereum used in the above function as the user that calls it. So it's going to be tomorrow. I mean, man, someone's going to be right on that to get that 3%. 8% of the Ethereum rewards accrued to the DragonX contract through the TitanX staking will be sent to the DragonX Genesis address. The other publicly callable function is the following. Stake the TitanX that was bought in the aforementioned function for the maximum allowable duration. These publicly callable functions create a flywheel of growing TitanX rewards, increasing TitanX buys, and increasing DragonX buys and burns. Here's the diagram, guys. This is a great diagram. Okay, so we're starting up here. This is the DragonX contract. We're starting at the TitanX AMM pool. Okay, this is the TitanX automated market maker, and this puts money into the DragonX contract. Now, the DragonX contract will rebuy the TitanX using the ETH that it gets from staking. What does the DragonX contract do besides get money from the TitanX AMM pool? We stake TitanX on TitanX. You do max stakes, 3,500 days. And the ETH from those max stakes feeds the DragonX contract. DragonX AMM pool feeds the DragonX contract because whenever these stakes pay ETH in here, part of it goes to buy DragonX and the other part goes to buy TitanX. It's a simple diagram. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Also, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research here. Do not invest in anything based upon what an influencer says, and I'm an influencer here, so just do your own research. You could lose everything. This is a very experimental project. However, I think there's a lot of potential to it. Idealized scenario. Because TitanX and DragonX are minted together during the launch phase, the supply of TitanX in the contract should nearly equal the supply of DragonX on the market, which is not the case right now because there's 3 times as much TitanX as there is DragonX right now because the Genesis wallet staked all of that TitanX, which is a good thing for the price of DragonX theoretically. Once the first 8-day payout passes, the first buy and burn will occur. This buy and burn will increase the TitanX supply locked in the DragonX contract and decrease the circulating supply of DragonX. All right. Launch phase, payout cycles, DragonX supply, time. So the longer the time, there's more TitanX burned and there's less DragonX supply over time on every payout cycle. That's a cool diagram, guys. I mean, if you think about that, it's a cool diagram. Vision. The DragonX contract is designed to perpetually grow larger and larger, dragging in more TitanX into the contract for staking. Over time, DragonX can become the largest staker and buyer in the ecosystem, tireless buyer of DragonX and TitanX on the market. Now, we got a couple other protocols that are going to be using stuff like this, but DragonX really has a very aggressive buy and stake program here. But Helios has also a buy and stake program. So we'll see how much of these other projects get traction as well over time. TitanX stakes are rolled over after their term is completed. The TitanX can never be withdrawn from the contract. That's the difference from Helios. These Titan stakes are rolled over after their term is completed. So they can never be withdrawn. Now on Helios, they're going to let the stakes burn out. They're not going to claim the stakes and allow the stakes to get burnt after they're done. So that's a little different from Helios. All right, disclaimer and risks. DragonX launches as a complete project without editable contracts. DragonX is freely written code, an example of free expression on the Ethereum blockchain. It comes with no expectations of future work or management. Users run all the functions that perpetuate the system. That is the white paper, guys. It's a short white paper, so give it a read if you want to, or just watch this video because that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through the entire white papers because I do want to get involved in every single one of these projects, but I really want to be able to make sure I'm reading the white papers and being knowledgeable as much as possible on the projects before I get in. I don't just FOMO into things. I want to read what's going on, but I'm very excited about all these different projects launching on TitanX. And I'm actually going to be really excited when certain projects start launching on other projects that launched on TitanX. So when we build that stream going down, we have leverage plays on DragonX or leverage plays on Helios. That's going to be super exciting. And also stay tuned for AwesomeX because AwesomeX is going to be there's going to be some fun game mechanics in that. I'm very excited about how that's all shaping up. But I'm looking for the right developer right now. So if that's you, reach out to me in the DMs and let me know that you are an amazing TitanX ETH developer and that you're interested in a project. And I'm going to be interviewing developers to find the right person or persons to help me build AwesomeX. And I do want to launch that. It'd be great to get that launched before the Bitcoin halving. So if we could, we have February, March. We got 2 months if we really want to do that. Now, I don't necessarily need it launched within 2 months, but if we can find the developer and we can get this project launched, at least the initial phase 1 launched before the Bitcoin halving, I think that's going to be a really good thing for all of the ecosystem tokens. That's why I want to get in on it. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go to CryptoAwesomely on Twitter. You can also go to my YouTube page at CryptoAwesome. So you guys are amazing. Until next time, my name's Dave. CryptoAwesome out.